Wait, no. That was Oliveira with the Proxy Rex. Solar has to deal with it on his own. Here comes Serral with some Zerglings. Now Reapers come out from Maru, dancing back and forth. I'm already struggling. Okay, so the warm colors are on side, and the cool colors are the cheesers on the other side. Serral... Oh. Easy, says Solar. Just to start things out. And I believe this is a best-of-5 match. Serral chuckling about it. At some point, we may actually hear the players, though Maru and Solar we probably won't be able to understand, but we'll get the idea. Then again, Solar has already shown a proficiency in the English language so far this game. Alright, the Proxy Rex doesn't work out here. We've got Cloaked Banshee for Maru. Strong choice against the double cheese. Oliveira adding on a starport himself. Baneling Nest for Serral, looking to counter. Will anything get a hold of down there? Reapers. Maru is smiling, but that's kind of his default state. I'm not sure what he's smiling about. Then again, I just contradicted myself a bit. Well, Reapers dance back. Forward, back, forward. Both sides. I don't believe... I doubt many teams are sharing control here, but there's the Baneling Nest. Reaper Grenades actually bounce them into Serral's Zerglings. Oh no, with friends like these. And Serral just excellent. The GG, that's it. It's just... what? It's over. Okay. I guess it was easy. Okay. And it just kind of ends. Alright. Moving forward. Yeah, so am I. Yes, look at those gamers. Epic intro as we go into Game 2, Emerald City. With Onside Gaming taking the first match in the best-of-5. Emerald City, probably the most standard map. Actually, they're using some... they're out there, believe it or not, some community-created maps. There have been very talented map makers who, especially for 2v2, have made some. And we may see some of them here. It really, I guess it depends on whether Maru and Solar are just 3-0. Yes. A weird amount of audio balancing here, but hopefully your likes and subscribes can help balance it out. That wasn't even clever. I'm so thrown off by the weird setup, too. But I wanted to make sure we saw these players' reactions to what's going on, or lack thereof. Maru not smiling yet. That means it's a very serious game. That probably will not last there. Serral, very serious as well. I do like how Serral... You can't really fit his multiple world championship trophies behind him and also see his chin at the same time. So... I think smartly choosing the trophies over the chin. There, in his shot. Oh, and now we're noticing Maru's on Protoss. Fun fact, Maru is actually one of, like, the top 5 Protoss in Korea on the ladder. So, Protoss definitely a strong choice, especially in team games. Probably feeling like mixing it up from the full-on mirror matchup here. Oliveira darts in with the Reaper. I do love that. That's quite a flex, just having your world championship trophies. He's even got like a case next to him. That's just like, you know how some people have just a bunch of alcohol from times when they remember their childhood or something? Well, Serral just has trophies for the same reason. Except he actually earned those instead of buying them from Costco, so there's a bit of a difference. Yeah, you can see, I think there's like a Home Story cup. There's probably a Dream Hack in there somewhere. At some point you lose track, right? Well... a relatively macro start. I do find it kind of hard to focus with how quiet the game sounds are. But focus up. And also the fact I'm staring at 4 talented gamers. The wall off. I'm a little bit late here. Maru's... no, wait. That was Maru's adept. Gets surrounded and killed. So the wall off was kind of irrelevant. I gotta keep track of who's who. Oracle on the way across. I think one of the best combinations, just generally Sky Toss with anything on the ground, makes it much, much stronger. And that is, if you've ever played team games, you know how much of a threat Sky Toss can certainly be. The production tab is in Chinese. Yes, this is hosted by a Chinese organization. So that way, it's just so hard to tell that there's a lair and 5 drones and 2... Or is it? I don't know. If only there was some way to figure out what they were producing, otherwise. Alright, double drop coming out for Oliveira. This Serral has... How many drones? 42 drones underneath. Serral's really focused on producing units to help support this. Right now, Solar has enough. 54 drones for Solar. But the double drop coming in. Looking for damage. And Solar got a bit greedy. Does Maru have anything to respond? He tried a Nexus in the front. He's got to be careful. Solar's creep may block him from expanding there, but they got bigger issues right now. And those issues have Stim Pack. The Stim Marines forced back. At some point, the Phoenixes can chase down the Medivacs. Maru smiling. Uh-oh. Serral and Oliveira better watch out. That's how you know things are about to get dangerous. But as the Marines drop out, so does the smile. God, why is the music so loud? And the game sounds so quiet. They didn't hire Jimmy for production, though. That's probably a good thing. Alright, another command center on the way, Oliveira. I think the double drop was a success. Behind this, Serral was he managed to get 66 drones. He's already got an infestation bit on the way. It looks like he just wants Mass Roach to back up the Marine tank of Oliveira, which I hope I'm saying right. Overlord chased down by the Phoenix's Overseer here. Gonna see the Robo Bay upgrading, going for Colossi, extended thermal lance, and +1 air. So Maru opting for the highest tech Protoss, Phoenix Colossus, and just expecting Solar to fill in the gaps. So Solar is going to be the scapegoat here in this battle of actual goats, with Serral and Maru on opposite sides. Solar, equal supply with Serral. Infestation pit for Solar, but Hive already on the way for the finisher. Alright, Maru's saying something. Maru's setting up his strategy. It's like, please, don't go until I have maxed out Colossus Phoenix, which is an unrealistic expectation, so they have to fight. The Colossi are burning through. Oh, Zergling surrounding Killer Queen. I think the Colossi more than enough at this point. Serral. Macro's had a... Oh, that drops at the back. Recall forced out. Just enough energy. Maru brings... Whoa, well... The Colossi die, which were kind of the important part. The Medivac... Oh, but Serral's Roaches. In on the Roaches of Solar here. Making things complicated. And I'm trying to keep up. Alright, Serral, 159 supply. Though there are Colossi, even the death sounds are different. That dies in Chinese. Okay. Those Marines. A few Roaches split off. It is quite hard to tell the difference. Anion Pulse, and Ion. Phoenix Range. Phoenix Range. Is out of the way. as well as the Twilight Council as Maru continues to climb the tech tree. Lurker Den, as well as a hive completing for Solar. Already Vipers for Serral, relying on the Marines to protect them as there's no other anti-air for him right now. Parasitic Bomb already out, threatening those Phoenixes. Yeah, on this map you can actually fly through the trees. The trees are tall. Oh my god! Ah, yes! The the chokiest choke point. That can be blocked by a single zealot. Fun fact. Well, not for long, depending on the size of the army, but... Alright. Well, that is a lot of Terran Zerg here for Serral Oliveira. Oh, drags in a Colossus. Are there any parasitic bombs? I don't believe so, but gets another Colossus. The main threat to the Marines, stimming forward. Serral Oliveira doing terrible, terrible damage. And GG. They tap it out. Maru looks like he's more excited about that game than anyone. I don't understand. Maru, you lost. It's like... Pretty fun, though. Alright, okay. As we miss all the amazing downtime here, I want to take this time. You can find in the description, assuming this video is on the YouTubes, you can find the World Team League loot box. Do you like the 2v2 tournament, the Team League itself? You can get a box with, like, you got, like, a t-shirt and stuff like that. Find more on the description below. Fortunately, they forgot to send me one. Because I wasn't actually casting the tournament live. So, but, maybe next time. Anyways, game 3. A new team game! I can't believe it. My eyes. My eyes. Okay. A new map in 2v2, Catalesque. I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Besides have excitement. The bases, the first thing I'm noticing is how incredibly far apart the bases are. Yeah, it appears Maru thinks Terran is better than Protoss. That's a confirmation right there. Maru switches back to Terran after losing a match. Proving indeed that Terran is superior. Well, Serral Oliveira, I think definitely finding their footing. They tried that Proxy Rex Zergling cheese in game 1, didn't pan out. But game 2 against Maru and his heavy tech and Solar, trying to keep him alive, wasn't enough. They clearly had some solid coordination. Serral was able to get a huge drone count, get to hive tech, while Oliveira had solid macro behind. But do I smell? Do I see? Do I spot a triple Rex from Maru? Alongside a command center first, so it's a little different, but it looks like he's going down the macro route quite quickly. God, the bases are so far apart here. This is like someone mashed Data C. It looks very, the way the bases are laid out, like Data C, except twice as much space between the players and like 6 more bases. It is the odd thing about team game maps, is they can't be that much larger than 1v1. Like, you're not going to get 8 bases per player. Just, there's not enough real estate there. Or realistic real estate. Not imaginary estate. No, stop. Alright. I do notice that Oliveira probably looks like he's just using earbuds here, which I will say doesn't give him the gamer vibe, as he looks like he's kind of taking a Zoom call in his like an apartment he just moved into this week. But for LAN tournaments, the way it works is players have earbuds, usually just under the headphones, for the actual game sound and whatever, like Italian rap or whatever they listen to. And then they have sound canceling, well, really like white noise drowning headphones over it. So I'm not going to read into it that much. Maybe he just likes using earbuds, but it's not necessarily a bad call to play like that, because in LAN tournaments, you're kind of forced into using them anyways. So since we've moved away from locking gamers in like a quarantine booth into just having a better setup like that. So, Cloak Banshee on the way, as well as a Spire for Oliveira. Meanwhile, Maru going for the Mass Marine and Solar, kind of middle of the road so far. He's built a lot of Zerglings, though, at only 31 drones. Serral, for comparison, 42, so... 8 Mutas for Serral. Definitely a strong choice against just Banelings, clearly, but the Marines give some support. This will be an interesting... They're playing the same races, but they have very different compositions here. Oliviera much heavier on the early tech. Serral on the Muta Ling against Ling-Bane. Like, this is just brute force against tech here. But with the help of siege tanks, you can actually cover the Mutas in a way that Zerg on its own usually can't. So, oh no, Cloak! Seconds from completion. Very important seconds. Baneling sniped off, though, the main threat to the Marines. As Serral is able to swing in, I guess really flap in with the Mutas. Doesn't really matter. The descriptor doesn't matter. That's not the point. Oh, Maru! Oh, no! 2-3 Mutas going down as Maru catches him halfway across the map. Ah, Serral going with the classic team game move, which is to expand to a random corner and hope your opponents don't scout it. And you know what? I think this is a better strategy against Maru and Solar than it is against a random Platinum Leaguer. Because that random Platinum Leaguer is thinking the same thing, whereas Maru and Solar are a bit more... they have a better idea of how you're, quote, supposed to play. So I do love this from Serral, but I don't love that he keeps losing Mutas for nothing. As we see here in team games, Muta's still struggling to find really... He's killed a lot of Banelings, but I don't know if it's been worth it. There's a Lurker den on the way. Okay, so Serral's almost got his hive done. At 7... Is Oliveira feeding him money? I don't think so. He's got 3 base, he's got 66 drones. But that is a possibility. Past the 4-minute or so mark, you can send your teammate money. I don't know if any teams took advantage of that. I don't know if there's any rules on it. But it can definitely help push the tech tree a little further than you'd be used to, at least. As right now, Serral already has a hive and a Lurker den done. So, it's not impossible, but I think there might be some of that going on. There's no medevacs here as Oliveira... Oh, gonna lose the command center, though. Not ideal. Well, Lurker's on the way. The Mutas. I think Maru Solar, onside here, gonna feel pretty good about the position. Both the scan, counter scan, as both sides have a Terran. And now Maru realizes, uh-oh. He scans, he sees the hive, the Lurkers, and knows this is gonna get spicy. Oh, missile turret. The Mutas are just a delaying action clearly here. There's still a Cloak Banshee out there doing some damage. Are they gonna be... Are those units accidentally gonna get pushed? Oof. That's a very dead Banshee. Are they gonna get pushed into the hidden base from Serral? It looks like neither side really worrying about those too much. So that's paying off. A drop from Oliveira. But that means he's not gonna have that many units on the other side to help defend against the drop from Maru. The drop is heading the other way, though. I'm not sure what he saw. I assume there are some Lurkers in the main. We saw a tank there earlier. Oh, the medevac's gun down, flying over. There's actually a set of rocks. The Mutas from Serral looking to escort out the medevacs here. And actually gonna find the queens on the edge of the base, but doing enough. And he can heal the queens with the medevacs as well, so... What a fancy move. Serral, is that a Nidus? Yes, a Nidus. He's now mining gas from the corner base. Solar with 3 Vipers on the way. Viper, okay, so things are going to get real complicated here. I guess it's going to come down to the engagement. It depends. Because we got Ghost Viper with a bit more of a brute force unit composition against Marine Tank Lurker. Viper's at a premium for either side. Ghost really only great against Zerg. Terran has ways of shutting that down. But what about the Nidus at the back? Maru? He's panicking, but it might be a bit... Wait, no. That's not even Maru. All Terrans look alike to me. Lurkers in the back line? Wow, that is certainly not dark. You know, I can tell. It wasn't just 12 Lurkers immediately out of the Nidus. It was just the 2. He found the base, but only because he wanted to expand there. Serral now Nidusing Solar's base. He's gonna lose his hatch. The tanks. Blinding Cloud, more than enough. He's gonna scrape some HP out of the hatch. Well, energy, really. For the HP. You got the idea. Maru not smiling. I'm on the Maru cam. That's really the important commentary right now. Serral, intensely. We've now lost his nose. He can smell danger. That's how close he is to the screen. Beautiful blinding cloud, but unfortunately the Lurker's not enough. Maru almost frowning now. Oh, Serral. His eyes have almost touched the screen, but we're not quite there yet. The trophy's in full view. The tanks, though, more than enough. Another Nidus. I have to assume that's Serral's. I have no idea where it is. The minimap is kind of hard to see. Okay. Maru's tanks. Obliterating those Marines. You can't put Terran units into Nidus. That would be a cool idea. I do wish a lot of the things that kind of work in co-op would work. Wait, so another fun/terrible strat to deal with is scan plus Nidus. You can use the scans from the Terran to Nidus anywhere on the map. Oh no, Solar gonna lose one of his very valuable Vipers, and the Nidus from Serral completes, though nothing's in it to pop out. He's got like 20 Lurkers. Oh, and without Vipers, there's no way Solar's army gonna be able to engage this. Solar's maxed out. Okay, Serral's only at 178. Solar's banking money. So despite all of this, Solar's still doing well. Serral doesn't even have Zergling speed. Solar's handling it pretty okay for now. He's gonna have to carry Maru, as Maru is definitely the weakest link on this team at the moment. Serral, intently, he's diving closer to the screen. The Nidus in the middle of the base. Lurkers slip into that back line, and the rest of the army in the center, but Serral a little out of position. Who has more detection? Oh, the Lurkers actually get caught. Marines splitting, stimming, but enough tanks. Oh, and Ghost. Ghost pretty good against Marines. Just with auto-attacking, and here comes the fight, but Serral Oliveira with a tough angle to start things off. Zergling counterattack. Looks like Serral just finished Zergling speed. Solar leading the charge for onside. Maru continues scrambling. Vipers have plenty of energy, but Serral Oliveira gonna have to deal with this great concave for the Zerglings. Oh, the rocks in the center, but there's no... Where are the Lurkers? Where are the Lurkers? Serral! Well, Lurkers from Solar here, getting in Oliveira's base. It's very hard to tell whose Lurkers are whose once they're burrowed. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was a really slick split there on those Marines. Wait, okay. That was incredibly well done. Just zippered those Marines. Alright, yanking in. That's way too many Lurkers. He can abduct a half dozen of them, but the kidnappings will continue until morale improves. And suddenly, Serral Oliveira, blinding cloud. Nobody can see anything. The Lurker's disabled. And Serral Oliveira with a great engagement. But here comes Maru on the left flank. Maxed out. Plenty of siege tanks. I have no idea what the upgrades are, but I'm going to assume 3-3 for most units at this point. The tanks are sieged up, and 2 of Oliveira's bases are down. Oh, up. Literally. Literally up. Metaphorically down. Like, downtime, mine it. You got it. Okay. But the Lurkers slicing through Maru are going to stall out the attack as Oliveira sets up a flank. Maru scans it, calls for Solar's help. Solar's like, I've been busy fighting on my own for 10 minutes. And now you ask where is team? A handful of Lurkers from Serral zoning out, but here comes Serral Oliveira. Blinding clouds on a bunch of the tanks. Stim from the back. And the jaws close. Maru cleared off the field. A few medevacs will escape. Solar over to the right. Those few medevacs are still going to be a thorn in the side of the combo team. And wait, no. Oliveira has the medevacs loaded up now. Lurkers from Solar. And now Lurkers from Serral. They all have detection. We'll just have to... You know, at some point, okay, we'll just have to see who wins. Because oh, wait, what? Serral backs off? And meanwhile, Oliveira in the main. Solar has been consuming his hatch, or his hive, rather. And Oliveira says, I'll take it, thank you. Meanwhile, Maru's medevacs, but there's no units. He's going to try to drop in to reinforce. Parasitic bomb! Oliveira's medevacs, a lot of terrible, terrible damage, but he barely gets out with some of them. And he drops to 115 supply. Oh, it's not great here. That was a huge blow. Serral's going to have to pull his weight here. That top right base. And this is where the distance between the bases I pointed out at the start. My first impression of the map was how far apart these outlying bases are. You simply cannot get your units across the map in time to save anything. So it becomes a repeating base trade scenario, as we're seeing here. Oliveira moves in to defend Serral's base. The Ghosts working on the base here of the other player, a different player. Oh, Parasitic bomb! It still sticks around. He loses. Oh my god, he flew. Oh, he lost all the medevacs. Fresh ones just popped up here, but yanking the tanks in. Viper's doing a lot of work. I don't think we're on the new patch quite yet here in this tournament. So the Vipers are not semi-stunned after abducting. Are those hold position? Wait, whose Lurkers are those? Hold position Lurkers from Serral. We never see that. Hold fire Lurkers. So Maru, unless he randomly scans in that location. Oh my god. Is that the best he's gonna get? Oh my, Serral is desperate. Oh, he yanked. Oh, he's slicing. He's dicing. What a move. Maru fully not smiling. He doesn't even realize. Oh, and now he's a little bit of a smug grin as he realized he just got outplayed. And there's a reason Serral is the 2-time world champion and Maru is the no-time world champion. And that reason is kind of unrelated to 2v2, but a nuclear missile! What a play from Serral, though. Honestly, it felt like Serral Oliveira was losing momentum. But with that fight, it seems like they've turned the tide. And now, there's still a Nidus at the back. The Lurkers are working up. Oliveira's working on the bases on the left flank. Serral on the right. The Lurker count is high enough. All players are still mining somewhat, but the main bases are starting to mine out. In fact, Solar's main base got gutted a while ago. There's no base there. There's still enough creep, it looks like, to keep his buildings alive. But here comes Serral. More Zerglings. He has detection. Deals with the ghosts. Oh, and Maru's size. Oh, Serral hyped about that one. Oh my god, that is the most excited I've ever seen Serral, and I've seen him win 2 world championships. Well, I don't know why we cut away immediately there. That seems like poor production, but Serral very hyped about that move. I wish we got some of the team chat, but I don't know if they have any. I know later in the tournament they do, but... Alright. Wait, no, we gotta get the epic camera intros, though. Yes. Epic. Yeah, Solar has the trophy thing going on as well. They all have trophies except for Oliveira, who, to be honest, odd man out when it comes to the trophy room. He's done well for himself, but not that. There's a reason he doesn't have a card. He's got a Pikachu, though, so that's almost as good. Maybe when he wins a tournament, a major tournament, he can afford a headset. They just won, all right? In fact, Jimmy, put the score on the board. There we are. Hearthstone already did this video. Believe it or not, they actually cast this even before Hearthstone did. Which is kind of crazy to me. That anyone did anything before Hearthstone did it, because I thought he was the leader. The captain. But I've gone into the lost archives and found the source. Alright. Maru and Solar. Well, they're up on the ropes here. Against the ropes. Around the ropes. Oh, Serral is hyped. What is going on? Oh my god, we even get some chin action here. There's a whole conversation going on as well. Maru and Solar, honestly, it felt like they had the momentum. It's very hard to tell. One, I can't change like the camera or the tabs or anything with this setup. And two, it's 2v2, so it's a little harder to tell exactly who's winning. But it felt like onside, Maru and Solar, were gaining momentum. Like they had the larger armies and more mining. Right up until Serral's undercover lurkers. Alright. Serral is pontificating right now. He's been talking this whole... He's got a whole strat in mind. And that strat probably is somewhat related to his Roach Warren. On the way. Interesting. Getting a little spicy on game 4 here on Heavy Artillery, which is one of our well-worn team game maps. I was hoping we'd get another fresh one. It is much more of a macro map than most, though. You do have the ability to kind of hold down 2 to 3 bases relatively safely. It's never very safe, but to some extent. A scan from Oliveira spots the back and spots the double gas, which means the Spire on the way may be suspected by Oliveira. Was there a changeling? Solar's changeling is just watching cloak research. How did that changeling... Oh, come on. A lot of creative ways to get vision. And, I mean, one of them is just jumping a Reaper into their base and seeing the Spire. That's also on the table. So, Spire confirmed. Serral going for an infestation pit. Oh, at pre-5 minutes. And a bunch of... Is he just gonna go, like, Vipers? Viper Rush? I guess maybe fungal, but... He's building 4 spores. Serral's just gonna try to get up to a solid 3 base. I'm thinking Hive here. Which is kind of a crazy move. The real MVP truly was the Vipers in that last game, so... Wow, 5-minute Hive. That is quick. Oh, what a play! Serral dropping creep to place a spore. So that way Oliveira doesn't have to build turrets, and he almost fails everyone. What a play, though. Wow, huge brain gaming. So the most removable creep tumor, the Overlord. I do love it. Actually, very smart. Never seen that. I've played a decent share of 2v2. Never seen quite that level of coordination there. That way it doesn't block. You can just move it anytime. In fact, you could move the Overlord. Eventually the spore bleeds out, but it takes it's like 1 HP a second, so you have like 3-4 minutes. Alright, well, Maru, unfortunately they've switched colors, but at least it's still Terran Zerg here. Spore Crawlers do more damage to Mutas. They have that bonus against biological air, which is quite specific. Is the only way to say Zerg without actively saying Zerg. Okay. I guess it also includes things lifted by Phoenixes. So 2v2. Serral shows up with Corrosive Bile, which Solar does not... He actually gets hit by it. Maybe a bit of a awkwardly placed tech lab there. Well, the Mutas, not the game enders. Serral, he got a hive done. He should already have his hive done. Does he not? Oh, stim! Stim! I think it was denied. Oh no, but the parasitic bomb! Solar! Solar! He got 3 of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what a play! Serral's parasitic bombs just eviscerate the Mutas. Only maybe half survived, and at much reduced HP. Unfortunately, well, I still don't know if Stim completed. It was very close. The bar was very... Well, we'll have to see here. Not that it's particularly relevant now, as most of the army is the tanks. Oh! The changelings. Oh, Maru! A huge drop into the main. And, well, pretty much everything he had here. Maru loving it right now. Oh, he's got a bit of a smirk as opposed to a grin at the moment. Things are getting more complicated as Serral Oliveira goes for the counter. Serral closes it on the screen. And Solar's base. Oh, interference matrices disable a couple of the tanks, but the Mutas are going to get gunned down by the Marines. And the Roaches clean up. Oliveira, did he lose the command center or did it just fly away? I'm not sure, but a base will be lost from Solar. Solar's at 62 drones, Solar at 75, but he only has 3 bases to mine from now. Serral with 4 Vipers, but his Roach is getting kind of jammed up at the moment. Couple Mutas, down to 1, down to none. Just freeing up supply, says Solar. Another base, somewhat denied. Onside's economy is looking very good compared to Serral Oliveira right now. But this fight could be pretty devastating. Blinding Cloud doesn't quite hit all the Lurkers. Are there any scans from Oliveira? I don't see any Overseers with the army. And without Overseers, you can't see Lurkers. Major weakness. Technically, you could Blinding Cloud them, and it would still work, but... Units lost. Several. 31 SCVs is what we're pointing out. That is a lot. There's a Roach. Serral with 192, his teammate with 92 supply. Against 150-ish for Maru Solar, but a lot of that is in workers. Blinding Cloud forces units forward, but he doesn't have enough to fight. Viper's on the way for Solar now, and those Lurkers are closing in. Serral getting Lurkers of his own. I don't know if they're going to be quite as effective as last game. Another Roach counter to the gold base. Maru loving it. Oh, the armory goes down. Those buildings on the edge of the base easily sniped. Oliveira using his limited supply to try to buy some time as Serral expands to his fourth. Oh, the main base. Why are there drones? I don't... How did the... What? I have no... That's so far. He alerts them that there are drones there, so that was probably actually a win for Solar, even though he lost some of them. Because who knows why they were... Alright. Well, Viper trades. The army definitely larger. The combined armies for on-site gaming definitely larger. But Serral is maxed out with money in the bank. And it is Serral. He's got Vipers. The Vipers being healed by the Medivacs. Lurkers. Oh, on their own. Blinding Cloud disables them all. They have to scamper away. No, come right back. Get over here. Those Lurkers. Not gonna happen. But huge drop from Maru. Nothing to intercept right now. As it's very tenuous for Serral Oliveira. Well, the base. Some Parasitic bombs. Blinding Cloud. Oh no, Oliveira! Getting caught by the Lurkers. GG. Solar hyped Maru. Finally. Serral's stressed. Oh, so Solar gonna get out of his chair. Maru sits back in it. That was the most important part of the game. Why don't we get to see the reactions? Well, to the next match. Dramatic intros, please. No. Go. I will not stand for this. We're going back 10. There you go. All right, Serral looks visibly ruffled. And that is the correct word. There's been a ruffling. And now he's getting serious. Maru is currently as serious as he'll ever get. So serious, they unformatted their webcams for a sec. As we're on Rhoskallian, which is another well-traveled 2v2 map. Unfortunately, no freshness here. And it's not like I think these players play a ton of team games, so they want to play on maps they know. I seriously doubt anyone on the screen right now has played more than maybe a few dozen team games. At least particularly recently, before this tournament. This is the map where the indicator is slightly off at the natural, and I'm still upset about it years later. Like, where you're supposed to put your base, but the indicator is just, like at that point, just remove the indicator. Okay? It's actively misleading. I've canceled too many bases thinking I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. It's just the indicator. It is the map that is wrong. Alright, the only thing I'm disappointed about is we don't get the in-game or the team comms. And I know Maru Solar, probably not in English, but Serral Oliveira actually. Oh my god, the dance! Oh my. Maru managed to get directly. And here we go again. And the dance of the watchtowers. All along the watchtowers, the Reapers here. Oh my god, I think Solar had a reaction to the Reaper showing up, and then he realized it was his teammates. But any Zerg gets stressed out when a Reaper jumps into the back of their mineral line, okay? Like, that is just a physical reaction. They're looking. Maru Solar looks quite excited about what they're about to do. They are conspiring right now. There is a conspiracy being put together. They're conspiring to do a cheese. Well, both sides are kind of cheesing, but it's gonna be Ling-Bane, Reaper. Those conniving nerds up against, well, a similar composition. Enough Zerglings for Serral to zone out and maybe eat some of the shots. The Banelings, a bit of a wrinkle here. Targeted, the main priority. Roach Warren is on the way, but it's still a long way off. Whole lot of Zerglings from Solar covering, but there's only one Bane left. Targeted down by Oliviera. Good targeting. Queen under fire. Another set of Banes. More targeted. And without the Banelings, then Serral is able to continue forward. Well, the hatchery might not be able to, but so far great micro on both sides. Grenade lands on Maru's Reapers. The Hellions taking a lot of damage. Solar, no more Banelings. Serral wraps around. They actually target the Banelings down before they can finish morphing on the field. And it looks like Serral Oliveira with a resounding defense. Now, Roach is out now. And Serral will hold on to that third hatchery. Serral's at 31 to 21 drones to Solar. Oliviera 34 to 32 SCVs. Banelings continuing forward. Serral has to back off. Wait for the Hellions to help out. More Banelings targeted down. Last one is triggered. But the Hellions are roasting. Back and forth they go. So. Solar, what are you doing? Solar's just putting his... he puts his leg up? What are you doing? He said, is Solar just not even playing anymore? Is he just sending all his money? And that... Solar over here just giving up. He's decided he's just gonna mess around. What is that? Solar, put your damn leg down. What are you doing? This is professional. It's a match point. Oh, there, he's getting serious again. Leg is down. He realizes that Maru is doing a ridiculous... Brenda! Why do we have to save the Terrans? Don't they have any anti-air? This is certainly something that's happening. The queens will push back the Banshee. But unfortunately, they're not the most agile creatures. Also, unfortunately, Oliveira's build didn't involve really any anti... The Banshee from Oliveira comes out and tries to talk to the Banshee of Maru, but it appears diplomacy is not going to work, as Maru continues to murder all of the SCVs. Well, yeah, this is definitely some F2 here, some select all army happening. What? Did the Hellions just attack move their... Okay, well, here come the Queens again. 23 SCVs killed by Maru now. Oh my. The Queen! Serral comes in with the damn Queen! Serral saves the day as Oliveira is down to 27 SCVs. Now the combined total of Maru Solar is 75, or 70 rather. So not doing so great. A few mules drop. Serral has 66 drones on 3 bases, so full saturation. At least Solar has put his leg down and decided to participate in the group activity. But it's gonna be, once again, now Serral, he looks like an entirely different gamer. Between his ruffled hair and inching closer to the screen with every micro move, the 2/3 of Serral's face we see is very intense right now. Of course, outlined by those 2 World Championship trophies in the background. Outlining his strategy, Maru is like, come on, we actually have a chance. You're welcome. Oh my god, Banshee's still gonna... Oh, it's still in range! What? From 2 screens away. Wow, Maru was convinced the lock would break at that range, but not quite. Oh my god, the range. Well, here we are. Mutas for Solar. Serral is getting a hive. He's got 69 drones. Nicely done. Oliveira back up to 40 SCVs. Maru just finished his 3rd command center. Well, he just landed his 3rd command center not too long ago. That just... I believe Oliveira just scanned it. Wait, where'd all these Reapers come from? He's just had them the whole time, but Hellions already here, and the Queens as well. Alright. The leftover Reapers trying to find something. Nothing there. 4 Vipers for Serral. Realizing Vipers are never a bad choice, especially in these scenarios. The Reapers... They've decided Serral is too tough of a target, so they'll just keep going for Oliveira's base. Yeah, and the SC, there come the Queens again! Ah! Not again! And once again, the SCVs are under attack. Muta's flying in. Oh, the Queens. And I guess the tank, but the Queens! The tank is walled in by Queens! Oh, it's one of the more creative ways I've seen tanks walled in before. Well, Maru sets up a double drop. Serral is almost maxed out. Solar at 88 supply. So overall, Serral Vera with a strong supply lead. Carried pretty hard by one of the players. But the supply Oliveira does have is Medevac tank. And those Medevacs can heal Serral's units as well. I mean, that same is true for Maru, but he doesn't quite have the unit count. So, some of those units, of course, including Vipers. Interference Matrix on the Raven, but the Vipers are here yanking in all the factory units. Team Voice is activated. It says they have the little animation. Oh! Wait! It took us 5 games to use that? What?
Nice.
That's it? Oh my... This is Jimmy level production here. Serral is hyped. Oh my. Ah! Wait. Is it a best-of-7? Oh, I thought they won the whole series. Nope. We're not done. We're going to Sludge City, which is not. Oh, okay. I thought it was best-of-5. We're going with 7. Wow. We're going to... Everybody get ready. Get your mud boots on. Sludge City. Serral, wait. Did we get Serral's dad in that one? Are you winning, son? Did I miss it? How do you guys know? Ah! Yeah, of course. Did you not see the trophies? Oh no, I broke it. Okay. I went back to the... I'm sorry. Okay, forward. Okay, this might not be the most efficient method. I want to say he knows what he's doing. All right, he knows what Serral's doing right now. They're very supportive. He knows exactly what he's doing. Whoop. No, there was a look on his face like he knew what he was doing. It wasn't like, oh my god, oh, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to walk in there. No, there was commitment in that face. It's like, just popping in. Well, here we are. We've moved to Sludge City. I'm glad we had the map name in English because it's very important that I know this map is called Sludge. Oh wait, this is an old team game map. Yeah, this used to be. Yeah, this was back when we changed the map pool. This was one of the maps that got switched out. So not even like new maps, just old. Oh no. Well, you can tell because it's using the classic grayscale space station tile set. If the map has if the map tile set is a similar color to all of Loco's wardrobe, that's how you know it's old. Okay, you have gray, you got slightly darker gray. You might have like purplish gray. You got very dark gray, and then like that's most. You've pretty much covered it there. 50 Shades of Gray. That's all the tile sets we were allowed for many years. Occasionally green, but nobody really liked the green. Serral, after that win, feeling a little better. We got full face here. We'll see how long. We'll see if the game gets stressful. I have no idea what time it seems like it is clearly daylight for Serral. There seems like there's some natural light there, where if it's daylight for Serral in Finland, it means unlikely it is daylight for the Korean players, but not impossible. Not that any true gamer would see daylight. So what I'm trying to say is Serral's not a real gamer. Though he does have a very clear gamer chair there. Or is it always daylight for Finland? Which is another thing. Like, you can't avoid... Maybe that's the key. Is literally the geography of Finland forces you into daylight. No matter... Despite your best efforts. Ah. We might be onto something here. Alright, gold bases. This is the most passive game so far in the early game. Things getting real serious. I truly thought it was a best-of-5, so I thought that last game... Like, Solar over here just putting his leg up, like, alright. I really thought Solar was just done. He's like, okay, they win, but... Lair. This time, Solar. Much quicker. I'm actually not sure if last game he had the lair so quickly. But the key for Serral... Oh, what? Oh my god, that was abrupt. Okay, well, it's gonna be in Korean, but you can get the vibe. You can...
어디가? 테란 주위로. 탱크 나왔어. 오케이. 테란 주기로 간다. 잘 뜬다고?
I like how you can hear Maru smiling in his voice, even if you didn't see it. We don't get Serral Oliveira? We don't switch it up? Anyways, the drop coming through. a Hellion Reaper drop. The Zerglings open through the front. All right, Serral Oliveira voice. And Serral, we've lost the chin. And we're slowly descending here as the game gets more intense.
Yeah, I think Muta again.
Muta!
I will make overseer and check.
And is he right? It is indeed Mutas. 12 Mutas on the way. So, pretty good instincts on this guy. He should play real games, like 1v1. And that was it. That was all we get of the voice chat there. Okay. All right. Somehow this drop is continuing. Yeah, Maru still has it a lot. He's at 69, so this is really all he's doing right now. Doesn't have much beyond it all. Solar, on the other hand, for once, is the man to beat. Wow. I think for the... either Solar got sent money from Maru, or this is all he's done the whole game. Either way, like, that is a lot of mutas. And that would explain why Maru's supply is so low, despite not really taking any damage. Oh my god, Maru's medevac is healing the mutas! Of course. Oh, the queens! Not again! How many times? The queens have to come up the ramp. Ah! Get out of the way! Why does this keep happening? How does Oliviera end up with no anti-air? The medevacs are just here to heal the Zerg units. Yeah, Maru gave Solar the back base. That's a key point. So, where are the medevacs? Oh no! The Muta is just murdering the queens. Auto turrets as well getting involved. Trying to heal the queens here. No, this is... I say it's not looking good for Serral Oliveira, but if you look at Serral's supply, he is going Roach. He's getting double Hydra Den. I don't know if that's intentional, because double Hydra upgrades are a thing, but he's at 63 drones. So overall, Serral is still okay. If he's got to get the double upgrades here. Ah, okay, that was just one Hellion. What? How do you have Vipers? Where did he get those from? How does Serral have Vipers with enough energy for Parasitic Bomb in 8 minutes with all of this happening? My gosh. Jeez. You should be able to consume your teammates' buildings. So many other things as well. I mean, don't even get me started on creep, but now this is quite an army. Oh my god. Oh, parasitic bombs. Everywhere. Terrible, terrible damage. It's hard to tell, but it looks like Serral has blunted the attack enough. And now Oliveira comes in with pretty much all his units committed on the other side. Big repair coming through. And here come the Mutas. Retreating back, there's just not that many Marines. Serral, gonna move out onto the map, make use of this time. Medevacs boost away. The Mutas don't actually chase. Which means the Medevacs can go join the Zerg army, potentially. We got Groovy Spines on the way, and a Lurker Den as well. I'm not sure... Oh, Serral also getting similar things, and Lurker range already. Parasitic Bombs! No, don't cut away from the Parabombs! Oh my god. He's not microwave! I'm sorry. Here comes Serral. Counterattack. The hatch itself might be vulnerable. I think it's going to be fun enough. That's a bit of a dicey hatch to consume. And this is, yeah, the team game experience. Those tanks have just enough range to hit the hatch from the other side of the rock block. He's getting rock blocked right now. But for Maru, it's a good thing, as there's no way for those units to move around. But just Hydras against just Roaches shows why you don't just go Hydras. As Serral closes in, easily chewing through those units. There's no more Mutas left. Serral gonna struggle to get any more expansion. Solar also has a base up to the north as well. Oh, anti-armor missile, Dorito dusting some of these. What? Oh, Serral has a couple roaches there too. He's also got burrow move, but does he have burrow? Meanwhile, Solar's base is spotted. Oliveira doing what he can. He's finally established a third base. Serral desperate for a fourth. Solar has been mining what should have been Maru's base at that back, so that gave them the extra momentum earlier on, but now Solar's supply is not looking great as the Mutas have gone down to Serral's Vipers. Oh my god! The tank's doing terrible, terrible damage to one flank, cleared up by the other.
Oh, thanks here.
Tanks on,
Thanks
yes,
here.
tank here. Thank you, Serral. As we abruptly jump into team voice.
Perfect. Good.
Nice, I kill also 5 tanks.
Yeah, still good.
I can't turn down the music. The music is their production, guys, so. I think he said I killed all the 5 tanks. Which is a lot of tanks, if that is a true. Whoa, is he? Did they win? Are ghost sniping Marin? Serral putting the team on his back and dragging his queens up a ramp. I think Serral's done it here. As Oliveira holding his own, but Serral's supply is far outstripping everyone else. Well, a handful of siege tanks and Vipers are going to slow things down, but Serral's essentially denied all the mining to the north side. He's got a 4th base himself. The worker counts for onside are not looking great either, as Solar at 39 drones, not an ideal number. Viper almost picked off. Oh, finally gets finished. Before the oh god. Before the medevacs can heal the Vipers. Burrow move roaches. Scramble towards the main. Serral now consolidate. Maru's supply is looking pretty good. And with any amount of, well, throw the parasitic bomb out, but the medevacs will just heal through it. But they can't get too close because the parasitic bomb also affects them. So you gotta be a little careful. Some very interesting interactions here. Serral's supply now censored out of 200. I've noticed that if there are there are multiple 7s in the supply, it seems to break the overlay. Well, this could be it. A big push here from Maru Solar. A great combined army, about the best they can put together right now. They don't have too much chance of matching the economy. Blinding cloud, nobody can see anything underneath here. Lurkers on both sides. Marines stimming through the fray. Scan comes through. Solar. Not hyped. Very interesting usages of team voice, I gotta say, throughout this. Solar's at 38 drones. He doesn't really have many mineral patches left. Maru still has some ghosts. Gunning down Oliveira's units. Oh no. Oh, a huge drop coming in. Solar, both hands off the keyboard. Serral, we're down to half a face now. That's how intense this game has been. It's been tough. He's had to defend both of the players on his team's bases. He's had to cut down on the entire half the map. But he managed to win almost all of the fights, and with it, maybe the match. Well, Maru is actually cutting through a lot of drones, down to 45. Well, yanks a tank. Serral still has 149 supply. Oliviera's still looking good. Maru's main is gone, by the way. Oh, and he lost a medevac on the way out. GG! Serral! Oliviera will take it. Serral hyped. Maru and Solar also look pretty hyped, but that's just like their natural state. So, do we get an interview? No. I'll give you your interview. I want to congratulate my team. I think we did very good out there. It was quite tough against the Mutas, but we ended up pulling through together. I think I did a very good job. Also, our enemies, they played very well, but we ended up winning today. Oh my god, why is it so loud? So, with that, a bit of an awkward cast for me, but it was fun to be able to see the players during it. I think some of the rest of the matches throughout the tournament, if I end up casting, I'll probably do it from replays. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And just one last thing before I let you go. You made it this far. As we go into I Am Katowice, well, remember, he's waiting. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Stay chill.